Hello. Okay, this is not a planned video at all. This is a short snippet. I'm in the middle of filming the top coat sealer video. I've been waiting for some of these. I've done the experiment and I'm now waiting to collect the results, and I've been waiting for 2 days for some of them to dry fully. 2 days. So I'm trying to wait for the conclusion to write up all the notes, and I'm just doing the UV one that we know is going to be lovely and it's going to look beautiful. But the reason I don't and won't dome my keyrings with UV, and I was just looking at some videos and stuff and trying to get some background information and things like that, and I thought this actually warranted a separate video. I am surprised at the amount of people that dome or seal or protect their keyrings, acrylic keyrings, with UV resin. So this is, you'll see in the video, this is, I've done test pieces. I've done them all exactly the same, and then I've domed the top of them. This is just a cricket little butterfly, and then sort of domed it so that we can see the opaqueness once they're dry. So I've done this one with UV, and I'm going to do this one to show you, and then I'm going to show you why I don't dome my acrylic blanks. The reason, and I'm going to do this while I talk to you. So we're going to dome this acrylic blank, hope you can see, with UV just as we would. Okay, so let's pretend we've got a nice design on there. And I'm not wearing gloves, so I'm going to be careful to not get it on my fingers, as normally I'll be wearing gloves. And the reason I don't dome, and it looks beautiful and it gives a crystal finish, and I love the finish it gives you. However, if you're a resin artist, you'll know this. If you're not a resin artist and you just watch resin videos, you may not know this. And you're not, and if you just watch YouTube videos, how are you meant to know if you don't work with resin all the time? You might not be able to see this very well because obviously it's clear, and I'm using clear on clear. So if I was just, and this is what happens, if I was just somebody who made keyrings and I went out there onto YouTube or onto the internet and I put, what can I seal my keyring with? And up comes the perfect sealer, and hundreds and hundreds of videos come up saying, this is how I seal my, we're walking, this is how I seal my my resin keyrings, beautiful finish, blah 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 blah, UV resin, epoxy resin. And I'm like, no no no, you can seal many things, you can give a beautiful finish to many things with UV resin, but the surface in which people don't do any research, and they just take these YouTubers word and they go, oh yeah, it's beautiful, and they look at it and they go, oh, it's fantastic, but they don't test. Now, you know, I'm a bit of a Nina neuron and I test, but they don't sort of test the products. They don't use the product for a amount of months, and they don't test these things, and then they go and sell these products, or they give them away, and then the people become very disappointed if they drop it or use it for a period of time and it comes away, or what. And then what happens is, as resin artists, we use acrylic, acetate, plastic to make resin moulds. The reason being is this is a beautiful, flat, pure finish. The epoxy resin or the UV resin is a beautiful glass-like, pure, sleek finish. The two don't adhere to each other. They come off very, very easily. So we make our moulds out of this stuff. So I know it's not going to stick. I know I'm going to be able to get this off the top of this once it's cured, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to cure that now. I haven't looked to see if it's absolutely perfect, but it's going to come off, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so we're cured. We cured it for 3 minutes. And so it looks beautiful. Look, it's got a few bubbles in it, but I didn't get rid of them before I knew I was going to ruin it. So, okay, so let me get my knife. Now, this might stick for a little bit, but over time, in like your pocket, in your car, keys, anything like that. And if you are going to do it, let's say for a piece at home, and it isn't going to move, and it's not going to go anywhere, it's just sit on a shelf, that might be fine. But if you're going to do this to sell, and I like to go above and beyond. When I sell something, I like to sell something that I consider perfect. So I don't like to sell anything substandard. And so this to me is substandard. This to me is not perfect. I know this isn't going to last. So over time, or if this was dropped or anything, look how easy this. So you just get your knife, and all I'm going to do is break the seal. Look how easy that was. And I didn't push hard at all. See? Can you see that? Oh, it's white on clear on white. Totally off within seconds. I literally just popped the knife in between the layers, and that came straight off. That's just come straight off the top. That is why I will not dome my key rings with UV resin. Now I do say this in the video, but I really thought this needed a separate video. Now it might be, if you've got glitter and embellishments, it might, and I'm not sure, so this is what I'm going to do. I've domed this one for the video, and I'll redome it so that we can compare. I'm just going to see whether having something in the centre gives us any better of a grip. Let's see. If you hold out, see how easy that comes off. Do you hold any better, or do you just pull off my design? Yeah, it's just pulling off my design. Straight off comes my butterfly. So whatever you've got on there, it's just going to pop straight off with it. So that is why you should never dome your keyring blanks if they are acrylic, acetate, anything like that. Never dome them with resin, because it will not stick. Thanks guys, see you soon.